It's time for the post-game breakdown. Habs lose 4-3 in a shootout in game number 61. Montreal at Tampa. Hey everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of blue, blanc, rouge. Yeah, Montreal lost. They played a good game though. This was a really good game. I dare say if the refs were good, and if they had a better second period, this probably doesn't even go to overtime. But can't control the refs. Wish somebody could. But overall, a really good game for Montreal. 2 games in Florida against the Panthers and the Lightning, and they came out with 2 points, and that's not bad. So I'll take that. I'm happy with the performances. They were competitive and played good games. Josh Anderson gets off the schneid. They've given that goal still to Andy. What else we got? I've got the post game stats. We'll get to that in a minute. So my take on this: Caulfield had a good game. He got a star. First line, I would have thought would have been more prominent in the points production. They weren't really. Suzuki had a bad giveaway that led to a goal that tied the game up. So he almost got one back. They were good. They just weren't really featured in the offense much, except for Caulfield's assist on the Andy goal. Let's see. Primo was good tonight, and he was good in the shootout. Overall, Primo was good tonight. What else we got? Who else stood out in that game? It's not coming to me. So, like I said, I'll go over the post-game stats and all that. Let's see who's here, and then we'll get to that. Welcome back, Guru. 2 really good performances from the Habs this week. OT versus Panthers and Lightning, not too bad at all. It's not bad. 2 points out of those games. You can't, you can complain about the refs and all that stuff, but the overall result of 2 points out of those 2 games is you can't complain about. Unless you really, you're worried about the tank and worried about all that. The 2 overtimes, I don't think is going to change their, where they are in the standings at all. The refs always make you feel robbed, unfortunately, right? Either Matt Outdoor and Matt Greer, 2 points out of good Florida teams. Right. I mean, they were kind of outmatched here in the competition, and they held their own. Roger, hey, Roger. And Quinn, hey, Quinn, good to see you guys. So, yeah, I mean, considering where the Habs are at and the rebuild and all that stuff, this was a really good showing on a road trip that is, was going to be difficult. They're playing. They played against 3 so far good teams, and they've got Nashville. 2 good teams. The road trip started with Florida. That's true. They played 2 good teams so far. They've got Carolina and they've got Nashville. You never know. Never know. It's going to be a better road trip than I would have thought, probably. And then maybe not. Maybe they only end up with these 2 points. I don't know. Hey, Andre, welcome back. Welcome back. Good to see you. All right, let's take a look at the stats, and then we'll go through the rest of this. All righty. So, like I said, 4-3 in a shootout, and a long shootout. Yoel Armia, of all people, opens the scoring 127 into this game with his 11th goal from Gooley and Newhook. Jake Evans makes it 2-0. What's that? A little over 13 minutes later. His 5th from Gallagher. Second period rolls around, and the ref said, let's get this tied up. And between bad calls, missed calls, and you got Braden Point getting his 32nd goal at 7:44 of the second from Stamkos and from Kucherov. Chiarelli ties it up, 8 minutes later. His 13th from Hagel. And then that was all the scoring there. Tied up after 2, third period. Josh Anderson gets a tip in off of a Cole Caulfield blast and gets his first goal in a while. And his 8th goal from Caulfield and Jackeye. Tyler Mott ties it up again on a shorty this time. Unassisted, his 6th goal at 10:18 of the third, excuse me. And then we go to the shootout. And Hagel misses, Suzuki misses, Point misses, Caulfield scores, Stamkos scores, Armia misses, Kucherov misses, Ulinen misses, Esamont misses, Slav misses, Hedman scores, Roy misses, and they win the game. All right, stats on the game. It was stats-wise was closer than I would have thought going in. 33 shots for Tampa, 31 for Montreal. Tampa 50.9% at the dot, 49.1 for Montreal. Let's see. Penalties, Montreal 0 for 2, Tampa 0 for 2. Tampa should have had, I should say Montreal should have had probably 5 penalties, power plays. Hits, 24 hits for Montreal, 23 for Tampa. Blocked shots, 16 for them, 15 for Montreal. Giveaways, they gave away 7 pucks. We only gave away 1. Seems low. And takeaways, they took away 12 pucks from us, and we took away 6 from them. Let's see, season series, third game of the season between these teams. They beat us all 3 times so far. 5-3 on November 7th in Montreal, 4-3 on December 31st in Tampa, and 4-3 tonight, this time in a shootout. And they play again April 4th in Montreal. And now the 3 stars of this game. Tyler Mott gets the first star. I guess that was the tying goal. Cole Caulfield, for his assist, gets the 2nd star. And Anthony Cirelli gets the 3rd star with a goal as well. And that's it. That's all she wrote. But it was a good game, and it was, I'll say, would have been a lot more enjoyable if not for the referees tonight. And I'll say this, it's been a while since I've said that. They had been seemed like better for a while, and then recently it's gone back the other way, I find. And it's been a while since I've seen such poor reffing. It's been a little while. I want to say like a month or more since I've seen such poor reffing as tonight. So I imagine as we're getting closer to the playoffs, that's what we're going to get again. Habs have no business going to overtime. Habs should have won this one in regulation if it weren't for the refs. Yeah, I mean, that was a bad giveaway by Suzuki there, for that shorty to tie it up. So, anyway, it is what it is. If the refs, first of all, if they called that 4-minute high sticking call, again, that, Evans got a high stick, that would have probably changed something because Tampa got a goal not long after that, and that probably wouldn't have happened. So right there, and then the call, the missed call, or whatever you want to call it, on the cross check on Galley right in front of the net. He literally cross checks him right into the goalie, face first. Refs didn't see that. Yeah, right. Okay, that refs didn't see that. JFed, as far as I know, it's still. I'll refresh over here and see if they did change it. And not that they can't, though. They could change it. It's still listed as Andy. They can change it later or tomorrow even. But it definitely changed direction. Right? On the replay, if you look at the farther angle, you can see the puck going down. The shot coming in and then the puck going down. So somebody touched it. If it wasn't Andy, it was the defenseman. But somebody touched it. I think, anyway. All right, so we got, I'll say up to 20 minutes. Depends how it goes. I'm tired and hungry. Might only have another 10 if I change my mind, which I've been known to do from time to time. But yeah, we got about 10 to 20 minutes left in the show. What do you guys think? Anything you want to talk about in particular? I don't really want to sit here and do 10 or 20 minutes on refs. Enough said. They were bad. They probably cost us the game tonight. And that's enough said. Don't want to be obsessed with the refs. Been accused of that this year. Ghislain, no need to apologize. There's always reasons why. And, life gets in the way, obviously. And also, I don't expect everybody to be here for every game. I'm really the only one that kind of has to. Yeah, I was supposed to take my meds in between. I forgot. I better put them here so I remember. You watched the second till the shootout? Well, then you were here. Columbus won, so they're a point closer, but Ottawa lost, so whatever. And don't worry about it. It's going to shake out the way it does. There's nothing to have to really keep that much track on. I doubt Montreal falls farther than 6th. Potentially, maybe to 5th. But they're not, they're going to be around, they're going to be 7th or 6th if you ask me, from the bottom at the end of the season. So I'm not worried if they get a win here or there, they get a point here or there. It's not going to change much. As you see all season, it hasn't. Oh, you watched on CBC? You can do absolutely whatever you want to do, man. I appreciate when you're here. It's not to say I don't. I'm just saying I don't hold anybody to anything like that except me. I have to be here. Yeah, I mean, I heard about it obviously today. He was also the brother of Pierre Hood. Was he actually in The Boys, the movies? I saw a picture of him in the Boys uniform. He was the goalie or something. Is that true? Because otherwise, I don't really know much about the guy. But if he was the goalie in the movies, yeah, I mean, I liked him in that. He was just 69. Yep. When I heard him say 59. I was going, what? And then I saw, he was 69. So he was the goalie in The Boys. So yeah, okay. So at least I knew the guy. And, rest in peace. Les Boys, one of the Les Boys passed away. Paul Hood. Yeah, I mean, it's sad, And at 69, not that old at all. He had some illness, though. He was fighting, so he had something happen to him. He was in Les Boys, and I know he had some speaking parts and stuff, and but not like the most prominent. I want to remember. No, he had some speaking parts. He was a radio. When you say radio animator, what do you mean by that? He was a radio announcer, I think is what you mean. Well-respected guy. I saw a lot of, rest in peace for him on Twitter today. And like I said, gotta respect the guy, even though I don't know that much about him. But he was the goalie in Les Boys. Great movies, Les Boys. Loved those movies. And I do believe I watched all of them. I don't know if they have a dubbed version of that or whatever, but I watched them in French and still absolutely love those movies. They were great movies. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. So you mean like a director on radio, which I'm imagining, or like a producer? He was probably a radio producer. I actually thought he was like the guy on the radio talking. So he was a morning man or whatever. He was an actual morning man. Anyway, listen, sad news. Like Will Ferrell, you're saying. Anchorman. No. I get what you mean just then. No worries. All right, well, we got another up to 14 minutes to go. Brian Mulroney died, 2 days ago? The day before Paul Hood, no? Maybe a day before that. I respected Mulroney, sort of, and more so today in that he was at least back in the day when, the conservatives were normal. He's not a batshit crazy conservative of today. So I have respect for him for that. He, wasn't my favorite prime minister. He did a couple of good things. Not like he didn't, but yeah, it wasn't mine. Whatever, still respected the guy. We can thank Mulroney for the GST. Yes, I remember when that came in. He was a funny conservative, says Gislain, i.e. progressive conservative. I'll tell you what, though, if you take the way the Conservative Party is right now, he would be considered a liberal today. He's not that Conservative Party. He would be, he'd have to be either NDP or liberal. It wouldn't be like NDP. He would be a liberal today. He did. He brought us the free trade agreement, the start of that. So, that's probably one of the good things he did. But then there was Meech Lake and the other one, Meech Lake and what was the other one? Charlottetown Agreement or Accord. And a couple other things. But I'd take him over the guy that's in the lead there now any day of the week and twice on Sunday. And also, as a world leader, other countries didn't laugh at us. Like if we vote in this creep that's running for them now. But enough politics. We're not here to break down politics. Only thing Harper wanted to reform was not good. Let's put it that way. What he wanted to do was not good, and he's still leading. He's a fascist. Harper's flat out a fascist right now, anyway. All right, Shane, getting us back to hockey. Best game the Habs have played in a long time. I wouldn't say a long time. They had a good game against Florida. Some breakdown in the second, but other than that, it was a good game. They've had some really good games this year, so it's up there with those good games that they've had, But I wouldn't say the best. game this year. That's not the best. They had a couple of really good games this year. Beating the Rangers earlier in the season. A couple of really good games. But this was a good game, yes. Even though they lost. And maybe that's the best thing for them, right? They have a great game, still lose. And then the tank people can be happy, and the people who want to see them play well are happy. Not good enough for me. They're going to win every now and then. I want to see them win every now and then, even in a season where we want them to finish low. Well, we made it past the 20-minute mark. Look at that. How far will we go? People should make a lot of fun of Harper. Harper is he's going around the world trying to get people to be like Polyev and vote for guys like that and make the world into a batshit crazy place. And he didn't do very good for our country when he was prime minister. Not very good at all. Not making enough on EI? Thank Harper. Not making enough on your pension? Thank Harper. All right, well, we turned into a political show today. All right, so either we're going to talk some hockey or I'm literally going to take off so I can go make supper because my stomach is already growling. I did eat today, so that's not... Usually I haven't eaten when I'm this hungry. But I did have lunch, but I'm hungry. I don't know why I'm so hungry today, but I am. Making something simple. Bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich. And I maybe make some fries, but I don't know if I got the patience to wait that long. So probably not making the fries. Oh, no, I got salads and stuff. Yeah, no, I'm not making fries. Most one-goal games in the league this season, yes. Means we're close to turning things around. 100%. It means that's how you want to look at progression in the rebuild and the team overall. That's where you look at it, right? Over the next 2 years, they turned those 34, 35 games, one-goal games, into a lot more wins than they've been getting, right? A lot of those become wins instead of losses, the ones they lost. Well, I don't know what I don't agree with that, Ghislain. Totally. Did they finish badly? No, they had the bad second period, but they recovered. They got a goal in the third, didn't they? Got a goal in the third. I don't know, but it was a bad finish, a bad in between. Second period again. In my opinion, anyway. Well, it was a good start to the game, definitely. Unexpected to go up 2-0 after one, that's for sure. So, yeah, that's when you're looking, like we said, for progress. Or, you want to look at the good things, in their season. That's one of the good things is that progression. It was Suzuki just said yesterday, I think, in his little press conference thing that if you look at the losses or how we lost points last year to how we lose points this year in the standing, it's night and day. It's totally different, We play Leafs next Saturday, the day after the trade deadline. We play the Leafs. So next week we got Friday, trade deadline day. Saturday, the Leafs game. And then we're playing, Nashville on Tuesday, Carolina on Thursday. So it's another tough week for Montreal. The season doesn't get any easier. They have the hardest strength of schedule the rest of the way. So not gonna kill me if they lose to Nashville and Carolina, but man, I want them to beat the Leafs on Saturday. If they can only get one win out of the next three, it's the Leafs, who I think actually won in overtime in the game, I want to say. I don't really want to say that, but I think they did. Lyubushkin took a big hit tonight. And Rempe, not sure if he's... Yeah, he might have a concussion or something. Well, no wonder. The kid's had two black eyes. Then going into another fight, man, that head must be banged around already. So it doesn't surprise me. Toronto won in the shootout? Yeah. I saw that they won. I turned it off. Didn't want to see that. Oh, well, what are you going to do? All right, I'm going to take off, though, because we're almost there at the time. I'm taking off. I'm hungry. My stomach is growling. I don't like that, and got to take my meds. So there you go. I'll be back, what are we, Saturday? Tuesday, I guess. We got 2 days off. Am I doing anything in between? I don't know. Maybe tomorrow. Depends what I'm doing tomorrow. I might be doing something where I'm gone all day, and I might not be, and that might be Monday. So I'd like to get a video out. Flames are doing, I would hope they don't, but they are doing well. I don't know. I'm not up on what they're doing since they made that big trade. All right. That's it for me. Thanks, everybody, for being here. It's still Saturday night. Still early enough. You can still have fun. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Keep your stick on the ice. Go Habs, go. Good game tonight. And let's see some more. That's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Really appreciate it. Stay safe out there. Peace out. And like I said, have a good rest of the evening. And I'm gone. That's it. Ciao, everybody.